if there are just way more good cops than bad cops, that means the culture of policing would be good and the bad cops would be on an island. The bad cops would be external of the cop family. They would be the outcasts, not the other way around. Once again, another story about good cops doing the right thing, seeing discrimination against a citizen, filing a complaint against a cop. And what does the police agency do? Well, they retaliate against the good cops who decided to advocate for citizens against the bad cop. Let me bring your attention to New Jersey. 2 New Jersey officers, let's put up this picture. 2 New Jersey officers are suing their department for alleged retaliation following a complaint against a fellow officer for an incident of blatant racial profiling. Sergeant Preston Freeman on the right in 2019 is being promoted to his current rank. And then you have Lieutenant Nicole Stavele, 2020, following a promotion to lieutenant, all right? Both officers made history in diversity, equity, and inclusion in the department. We're talking about some trailblazing people. The 19-page complaint submitted on their behalf by attorney Robert Ballard occurred several weeks after the 2 were suspended without pay for 45 days. Can I say that again? Suspended without pay for 45 days. You can put a bullet in the back of an unarmed black man and not get suspended without pay for 45 days. But if you, as a police officer, if you stand up for a citizen, if you cite their discrimination against a citizen, this is what happens to you. This is the culture that comes against you. There's more. The force had started complaining the 2 engaged in unlawful behavior while on duty, which the lawsuit alleges the allegations were part of the retaliation against them for describing the discrimination against citizens. Let me give you some details to the lawsuit. On Friday, March 25th, Freeman, the first black sergeant in the Westfield Police Department and the only African American on the force for his first 15 years, and Stavele, the highest ranking female officer in the force's history, okay? Filed a lawsuit in Superior Court in Union City alleging retaliation and discrimination. Their superiors hit them with 10 charges. Look at how they fought back now. They don't go to court. They don't try to defend their actions. They decide to hit them with 10 charges, claiming they violated departmental and internal affairs procedures and departmental rules and regulations when they wrote up a fellow officer for treating traffic offenders differently based on the color of their skin. Now remember, the police department, they don't give a damn about the discrimination that's happening. They care that you told on them. That's the issue they have, okay? There's more. When recalling the January 29th, 2020 ordeal that sparked the charges, the lawsuit said a white male officer named Christopher Forcenito was assigned to work the night shift alongside the other 2 officers. While patrolling, the 2 officers said they observed their white colleague stop a black male on East Broad Street for speeding and failure to keep right. As a result, the cop issued the transgressing motorist a summons for driving with an expired license. Later during the shift, the same officer stopped a white male who was driving 65 miles per hour on the East Broad Street where the speed limit is 25. That's called a super speeder in my state. However, he did not give him a summons, only giving him a verbal warning before letting him go. Let's put up a picture of cop friendly to white people only. His name is Christopher Forcenito, as I said, hired in 2015, been there for a few years. However, based on rank, that guy is a subordinate to the other 2. They outrank him. So as the ranking officers involved, they decided to do something. They filed a complaint on behalf of the citizens. The lawsuit states when Freeman questioned Forcenito about the discrepancy, Forcenito responded he didn't have to issue a ticket and that the driver was a nice guy. When Freeman and Stavale asked him to write up a report sharing why he chose to give one ticket to one and not the other, guess what? The subordinate cop, Forcenito, he refused, okay? He had the, I know you outrank me, but you can kiss my ass mentality. Isn't that something? I thought police officers believed in hierarchy. We just did a story yesterday about two cops that pulled over another cop who was a black male detective in their own city and still asked him, well, sir, where are you going? He said, I'm a detective, I'm in full uniform. It's a police car, you pulled me over. They didn't give a damn that this detective outranked them, just like these cops, or this cop did not care that these cops, both of them, outranked him. Starting to see a trend here. The lawsuit states no investigation was conducted into the actions. None, no investigation, even though superiors said this happened. The two would become targets as a result of this. Let me give you some background to how. Within days of their reporting Forcenito, instead of seeing a follow-up on the discrimination allegations play out, Stavale was told by the top brass that she was the target of an internal investigation because she acted inappropriately when she suspended the officer for racial profiling. That officer was also slated to become the department's accreditation manager, but the job was given to a white male officer instead. Additionally, the lawsuit afforded Freeman the space to speak about over a decade's worth of discrimination he has endured as a minority on the force. In detail, the claim shows a history of acts that have singled out Sergeant Freeman in ways that seem to be based on his race. Remember, Sergeant Freeman was there for years as the only black police officer. Now, I get what you all are trying to do, and to some degree is noble. It took you a while to get here, but you finally put them on paper. You finally did it. You put them on paper, and what did they do? They came against you. You see, I'm not against police, I'm against bad police. I'm standing up for these two police officers who are doing the right thing. Now, I can make an argument they should have started that way some years back, but that's a different conversation for a different segment. Right now, what needs to hit every single person watching this is the culture of policing. The culture is adversarial to cops who are good, okay? Let's put up a picture of the chief. He's the guy in charge, right? The buck stops with him. He permeates the culture. That culture exists because of his protection of it. One past incident involved the police chief. His name is Christopher Badaloro. He tried to throw out Freeman's promotional exam results, the black guy, the black cop. He tried to throw out his exam results when the chief found out Freeman scored the second highest on the sergeant's exam. To become a sergeant, you got to take a sergeant's test. He wanted to throw out the exam results. Freeman had hired an attorney at the time and threatened to sue if the results were discounted. That threat prompted the chief to promote Freeman to sergeant. Okay? You still talking about reform? I'm talking about replacement. Sharing thoughts here.
Well, he's got to go. I'm probably 1,000 miles from, what is it, Westfield?
Yeah.
The Westfield Police Department in New Jersey. I'm 1,000 miles away. I can smell the stench right here. I'm in Atlanta. I can smell the stench from here, rotten to the core. This whole thing that we've been told for decades about, most police are good. Cops are good. It's just a few rotten apples. You're right. Rule of law, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. No, he had to sue after passing the test and doing better than one of his counterparts. Here we are. It tells you everything you need to know about the Westfield Police Department and what was done here. It's disgusting. And I'm gonna tell you this, in about 10 minutes, the chief looks like he's probably nearing retirement. About 10 minutes, Rashad. Officer friendly only to white people. He'll be the new chief. Watch.
Yeah. And I want to say this because when we post this on YouTube and Facebook Watch, there'll be people that are pro-police that push back. Listen, I'm pro-public safety. And if police officers are good, they are pro-public safety as well. But let's be very clear. I'm saying this to any cop who sees this. I know you may think you're good because you don't do some of the things that people like Forcenito will do. But you're not as good as you think you are if you're silent when it happens in front of you. All right.